Hi, today I want to talk about half steps. What is a half step? So a half step is the distance between two notes that are right next to each other on the piano with no notes in between. If we were to go on the piano up to the right, not skipping any notes at all, you could say that I'm moving up the piano by half steps. And the reverse, we can go down by half steps. So a half step is usually a white key to a black key or a black key to a white key. Or a black key to a white key. If you look at the keyboard, can you ever have a half step that is two black keys? Are there two black keys anywhere that are next to each other with no notes in between? The answer is no. Every two black keys have at least one white key in between. So there is no half step that is two black keys. Most half steps are either a white key to a black key or a black key to a white key. What about half steps with two white keys? Do you see any on the keyboard that are two white keys that are next to each other with no black keys in between? Yes, there are two examples of white key half steps on the piano. B to C and E to F, right? Those happen to be the two places where two white keys are touching each other and there's no other note in between. So half steps are notes that are next to each other with no note in between. Most often, one is a white key and one is a black key, but sometimes we'll have two white keys as a half step. Now, if you find a D on the piano, go ahead and find a D. If you play a half step up, you're going to the black key that's just to the right of D. What about if you play D and you go down a half step? Now you go to the black key that's just to the left of D. So you can practice on your own, finding different keys on the piano and playing either a half step up or a half step down. You can also practice just playing, going up and down half steps all the way up and down the piano. This is called moving chromatically. And in fact, the name of this scale is the chromatic scale because it moves by half steps.